How y'all doing, everybody? It is gorgeous. What a gorgeous day. It is the end of March. Today is Easter, or what I call Resurrection Sunday. And I am just taking a walk through my backyard. I live in Florida, zone 10A, and we are just wrapping up our winter season and coming into our spring. So we've been in quite the transition. I've moved some trees around. This is my Japotacaba. This is the east side of my house, and it gets a lot of water here. It's next to my irrigation, and it has put on a ton of new growth with nice healthy leaves since we've moved it. It was on this side, which gets sun pretty much all day. There's nothing that really shades it out. We've got some pineapples coming in, so I'm super excited. These pineapples have been in the ground since last year. Some of them I started probably a year before that. This is my Batanga cherry, also putting on lots of new growth. We have another pineapple. And these are pineapples that I got from grocery stores where I just planted the top. Some of them were pups, meaning they grew from the side of the pineapple that I planted. And the pups will grow pineapples a lot sooner. And these are some dragon fruits. We do have a newer tree. This is a loquat. They didn't have a variety on it, but it's brand new. Otherwise known as the Japanese plum. They're very popular in landscaping. This is my oldest pineapple, almost 3 years old. And it has a nice sized pineapple coming up out the center. This is my Barbados cherry. Very little, but it's put on a lot of growth since I planted it in the ground last year. And here's my butterfly garden area. I've got some milkweed coming back from the winter. It does get eaten back a lot by the monarch caterpillar, which is the purpose of me planting it, so I don't mind at all. We've got some red salvia down here. These three in the front are vincas. We have a pink variety, an all white variety, and then like a dark pink, almost red variety. We have some more milkweed back there and a hydrangea from last year. They don't do well in our climate, so if it hangs in there, then kudos. And this is some tropical sage, a native Florida tropical sage. We have a white and a fuchsia variety. Here's my Mariposa plum, looking nice and healthy. It has bounced back. Lots of green leaves. native Florida firebush. They're back. Some Tithenium, sunflower, Mexican sunflower. We've got some blueberries here. Some are coming on. This one I got last year. This one I've had for a few years. I've already eaten a few off of it. The birds have already eaten a few off of it. This one I got this year, and this is a pink lemonade variety that I got this year. It does have some little ones on there. And then that's a blue salvia in the back. Bismarck palm. I am. What do you need? Because I was going to defrost it. Sorry about that. Then I have a methyl plum. Also coming back nicely from the wintertime. No blossoms. This one took a while to lose its leaves. I'm going to be putting in some pigeon peas or gandulas. I moved my coconut cream over here so it can have room to get nice and big. It's putting on some new growth, so. And then this is my Florida Prince. Lots of new growth, lots of peaches. I probably need to thin these out some. We'll see. I'll take that little one off. It's his first year in the ground. I don't expect it to do too much. But it's got some nice size peaches on it. I'll probably come back as these get a little bit bigger and thin some of these out as well. Let's go over to the garden. I planted some turmeric in these two down here. I've got some green and red sugar cane. Nothing has come up yet. And then my tiger lilies are coming up nice. Here's my lemongrass. And then I have some passion fruit. Lots of passion fruits. My oregano bush. I've had this for a while. I've cut it all the way back, and this is all the new healthy growth. This is some cranberry hibiscus that I need to put in a bigger pot. This is the edible leaf variety. It has a citrus or lemon-like flavor. I have some much bigger ones. This is a loquat seedling. I threw like 4 seeds in here that are trying to come up. And these were backup melons that I can probably let go now. And then my Eureka lemon, I tried to move over here so it can get a little more shade protection. It's still on the west side of my garden, but my neighbor's big tree provides a lot of shade during the summertime. And then in my green stalk, we have some parsley, some celery, some dill down there, and a lot of stuff I need to cut out and remove. And then we have a giant dino kale over here. Let's go in the garden. And then here's my dwarf Cavendish banana. We're going to be doing some big changes starting tomorrow, so I'm trying to get my last little video before we get those changes started. I've got lots of Texas grano onions that I started from seed in here. It's these big green ones. And then I have some, I believe these are Cubanelle peppers. But look at the size of this. Nice size. And I'm hoping this is a Tiunda orange pepper. But these were started over the fall. And I have no clue. I lost all the labels. That one I believe is a pippin sweet pepper. We have a okra crimson spineless. I'm gonna be getting rid of this tomato, so my okra that's back here can get some light. I've got a bunch of seedlings starting. Here's my muscadine grape from last year, the Blanc de Bois. My red variety, I don't think it's going to make it. Hey, Atlas. My last of my cabbage. Then I've got some curly kale in here. My Somerset or sunrise sauce tomato. And then I've got some Roma tomatoes over there. I tried to pull one of my okras and replant it, but we'll see how it does. It's looking a little sad right now. I've got some more onions. Hang in there, little guy. We'll see. Those were some zinnias. Didn't transplant well. Nice aroma. Weather's cooled back down, so hopefully these new blossoms set. But Texas grano onions throughout. And then these are some roselle seedlings that I have going. There's something in the root or in the pot that's eating the roots. This was my purple beauty. It's just suddenly started wilting. And I'm pretty sure that something ate the roots of it. Because it's been getting watered. The soil in here is pretty moist. So I know it's not that. I can guarantee you when I empty this pot out, there's gonna either be some kind of beetle larva or maybe some ants or something that's eating the roots. All right, this is some cassava cuttings. This is some more dino kale. I've harvested most of my purple mustard greens, but I left some. They lasted all the way through the fall, the winter, up until now. Then they started getting a lot of pest damage. If they go to seed, I do plan on keeping them and just replanting the seeds. I need to move my lemon balm. It's just not doing well in this corner here. And then these are my collards. More is heading. I've got some trees that I planted from seed. I got these from Hawaii. Mimosa. I've got some banana peppers. I believe I planted some more okra in here. Banana peppers are doing well. I need to come through and harvest those. I did fertilize this bed. I've got some onions in here, but it didn't get a lot of sunlight, so it didn't produce nice and big like the onions in the other bed. And this poor little pepper was stunted. This one too, but I left them. We'll see what it does. And this is my midnight snack that I cut back a lot. I was getting ready to pull it, but it started sending out a whole bunch of new shoots and new blossoms. So I think I'll leave it. We've got a lot of bird damage though. The birds have been going to town. And that is it for this part of the garden. I've got some blackberries here. Just now shooting off some new green growth. This was last year's cane. I have a zinnia in here. I forget what this one was. But I did plant some flowers in here as well. My Myers lemon, I already harvested from her. She did send out a lot of blossoms, but nothing stuck. So my LSU fig, tons of new growth. Lots and lots and lots of new growth. Look at this Kent mango. Barely 2 feet tall. Trying to hold on to all these little mangoes. Only been in the ground a year. Came from a little tiny 3-gallon. Here we have our papaya. She has some fruit on her. If you can see those. I did plant some Everglades, which are kind of tomatoes that grow well in Florida throughout the summer, right here. So those have come up. This is my Maha Chinook mango. Didn't flower or keep anything that flowered, but lots of new growth. This is my seedling lemon. And then we have the Reliance grapevine. This is a clumping variety. We have the world's best mulberry over there, and then the everbearing mulberry over there. And they are doing well inside of the chicken coop. Here we have tons of garlic and red onions. And sweet potatoes also coming through. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor's music. They're having some kind of fiesta. On the trellis, you see some loofah. It's got some little loofahs coming already. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. All right, then I have another bed here with my soursop. And we've got some sunflowers. We've got some blanket flower here. And then a dahlia. More blanket flower, more sunflowers. And there's also some sunflowers inside of this garlic bed. And some morning glory from last year that reseeded itself. Lots of grass have come through. I'm going to be doing a project with a Florida native who's going to be helping me rebuild my soil in my food forest so that I can have nice healthy plants. So that'll be starting tomorrow. We have a Cavendish banana. I've got some lilies that are canna lilies that are coming up. Another pineapple plant. We have a dwarf Hawaiian. Here is my guava. It did shoot off some blossoms. We'll see if anything sticks. More pigeon peas that'll be going in. My poor little beauty berry needs some water. They're gonna be coming out these pots. I have an aloe tucked in there. This is my dwarf Julie. She's got some little mangoes on her. We'll see if she keeps anything. Then I have some pink muley grass that I'll be going in. More pigeon peas. This is an ice cream bean tree. Great for fixing nitrogen, just like the pigeon peas. Here's my Seminole pumpkin. And it'll be used as a ground cover. So more grass, pink muley grass, which is a Florida native, so it'll grow well in the soil. I can use it as chop and drop as well. This is my Atamoya or sweet sop. Put on all of its new leaves since it lost them all over the winter. More pigeon peas, more muley. This is my golden nugget jackfruit. Starting to send out some new leaves. We have our strawberry tree or Jamaican cherry. Lots of blossoms. It's called a strawberry tree because the flowers resemble that of a strawberry. And then I have more Mexican sunflower. And then this is what I like to call my summer garden. It gets full sun 24/7. Oh, over there I have an elderberry that I added. Those are my ducks, Donald and Daisy. In this bed I planted a bunch of okra. I did have some sweet peppers over here, but had a lot of issues with cutworms and things taking it out. I have zinnia in here. This is my Kajari melons on this side. These are doing well. This is my golden honey watermelon. I did have two, but my chicken got in here and dug out one of them. But this one's doing pretty good. And then in the middle here, I have some edamame. This is my first time growing edamame, so I am excited. I was just happy to see that anything germinated. I have a black Mexican bean back there. I have some candle fire okra in here. That one is my early crimson sweets watermelon. And this was my Charentius melon that is refusing to go up the trellis like you're supposed to. But they are wanting to just vine all out instead of climb up the trellis. So hopefully, there we go. Those climb up the trellis like they're supposed to. And then these are some Thai chili peppers. They grow super slow. This is a mammoth jalapeno. My poor little Sugar Rush peach. They didn't do so well the first time, and then my chicken, when she got in here, kind of destroyed them, so I had to drop more seeds, but they are trying. And then this was my Aunt Molly's ground cherry. That is struggling, so we may plant some more seeds. And then this is my beanstalk. I've got kidney beans growing down here for the first time. Never grew those before, but we'll see how they do. And then I have some royal burgundy beans and some regular green beans. And they're planted all around. But they're doing pretty good and they're filling out, and this looks lovely. I love the way it looks. I took this down and redid all of the levels with new soil. So it looks good. I'll have peas in no time. And because I mulched in here with straw, sometimes I get grass and I just pull it out as I get it, because we don't want the grass going in there like this. We don't need this. But this helps keep the soil nice and moist. And that's Cleopatra, my little escapee that loves to come into my garden bed. Grab my water. And let me show you guys this volunteer tomato. That came up all by itself. More than likely it's a midnight snack because I feed those to my chickens a lot. But it came up in the sand. So plants will grow wherever they want to grow. And then this is another clumping variety. This is the Niagara white grape. And that is all for now. So like I said, this whole bed is going to be getting a do-over. We're going to be doing living mulch. The goal in my food forest is to really build up the soil. And it's going to take time, and you need to add a lot of organic matter. Because as you can see, I'm working with sugar sand, which for some things, like sunflower seeds and mango trees, palm trees, they don't mind the sugar sand. But when you're trying to grow other varieties, you have to add a lot of compost and soil that you have to buy. And I want my own healthy soil. So I'm going to be using a living mulch that we can that'll grow fast but short. We can mow it down, maybe perennial peanuts, radishes, you name it. If it'll grow fast in this soil that we currently have, mix it in with our natural wood chips and let that all break down over time. Then I'll have healthy soil, and I'll eventually be able to interplant things directly in here that will do well. And healthy soil makes healthy plants. And healthy plants don't get attacked by a lot of pests. I'm just looking at all these crows. That's Big Red, my rooster. He did attack my other rooster, King, and King did not make it. So he is the last rooster that we have. And then we've got 4 girls. And they produce a good amount of eggs. So, but this bar is in the process of getting torn down. We bought a shed, so a lot of our stuff that was in here we put up in the shed, and we're going to be tearing down this bar. We've already started. The pond is getting a makeover, but it is pond season, so it's quite the wait list. But this whole area is just going to be redone. And then we're looking at extending our patio as well. We have another pineapple. More pineapples. I have them everywhere. But yeah, that's it. So stay tuned. There's going to be some exciting things happening in the food forest down here. I know I'm excited. It may not look, appeasing to everyone right now, but it's a process, and you have to trust the process. This isn't instant gratification. So, unless you have thousands of dollars to kind of drop all at once, these things take time. And it's not going to look beautiful in the beginning. But one thing that gardening will do is teach you patience. So if you got that kind of patience, stick with me. Like this video, drop a comment below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. What are you doing in your gardens if you are gardening? And don't forget to follow, subscribe, support my channel. Share it with your friends. Maybe they're thinking about starting their own food forest. If you guys haven't noticed, these store prices and things going on in the world, it's looking kind of crazy. So having some form of stability is where we all need to be going. All right, with that being said, love you guys. Happy Resurrection Sunday. Have a blessed day.